Well, hello, everybody. Hey, everybody. Hey, crew.
Good
Woo!
morning.
It's time. I love this
Hi.
time of day. Good morning, good
Hello.
morning,
Yeah. Good
good
morning, good
afternoon,
afternoon, good evening. Wherever you are.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. We are so excited to be here today and to be able to just kind of come to you all today to say we're going out with a bang.
Yay!
Dr. Marlena, you and Dr. Jan go. Psst. I love that. I love that. Yeah, I love that. So many of you all have joined us during our broadcast. Many of the broadcasts that we've been doing out with the bang, and where we have been talking about 6 different cycles in the life cycle.
Mhm.
So tell me, guys, do you all remember those cycles? Tell me, pick one and just tell me something about it. How did you like doing that? How did that work for you? Any feedback you got from it?
Well, I can
Dr.
talk.
Marlene?
Oh, go
Okay,
ahead,
Dr.
Dr.
J.
Marlene. Go
Dr.
ahead.
J. Go ahead, Dr. J. Dr.
Oh,
J. Go.
Go, Dr. J.
Go, Dr.
well,
J.
I'm gonna talk
Go.
about mine.
Okay.
And that was release.
Yeah.
And I did get some feedback on, the tips, the 5 tips that I gave people. And they really, really like the tips. And some of them, the forgiveness tip was the one they said that was the hardest to do when you're thinking about releasing relationships. And it's amazing that your own subject matter relates to yourself,
Mm,
because I need to release toxic relationships I have with particular food. So,
mm,
and I got to forgive myself every time I eat it.
hmm. Wow.
Oh,
Now, that's interesting, Dr. Jen, because I never would have thought that the release in a relationship would have to do with food. But I think a lot of us have that same. Dr. Marlene is like, "Are you kidding me?"
yeah.
So,
Yes.
but that's good because when you think of relationships, you don't normally think of food. You
Mhm.
think of people. And so we have to also begin to shift our relationship with food. That's good. Thank you for
Yeah.
saying that. And may I add, you ladies look beautiful in red. May I add
Well,
that?
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bold is exciting, and I mean, red is bold and exciting.
Yes.
And going out with the bang has been bold and exciting movement in our lives. I love
Yes.
what you said, Dr. Jam, because I'm going to jump right in on that about that food. You know, when the relationship, as you know, is not quite right with our spirits and our minds, we turn to food for our comfort. And it's amazing how we don't line those triggers kind of together, or we
Mhm.
align how that's all working, to know that sometimes we're just throwing it in, because that was me. Grew
Mhm.
up happy, sad, mad, hurt, whatever, we ate. So oh, you don't feel good, here's something comforting. You feel great, let's celebrate, here's something comforting. And before long, you're just kind of shoveling it in to kind of fill
Yeah.
those, I like to say, those holes sort of in our soul. Now mine is personal development. I love personal development because it allows us to see kind of where we were, where we are now, and where our potential can take us when we follow our purpose. And it's amazing how enjoy everyone's, but there's always something that pulls me back into, how do we grow together? How do we navigate finding our purpose and then connecting that energy of our purpose, sort of like us beautiful women are doing today, this morning, right? We're connecting our purposes together, our energy and our synergy has this thing, this out with a bang. That's that explosion that I see in my mind when I hear that, that those words, out with a bang. I see this explosion of energy creating such a magical synergy that can change the world.
Come on, change the world.
Change the
And you
world.
know what? That's so interesting that you say that, because also when you change one person's life, you've changed the world.
Change the world.
Because
Very
one
true.
person, let's just think about even Dr. Martin Luther King. He was one man, but what he inspired others to do, and the world and people therein, which are all of us, right? It changed the world. So that's pretty cool. So yours was personal development. And what is one that you kind of honed in on, Deborah? One of the components that we talked about.
Release,
There was spirituality. There was relation. Well, you did
release.
relationships. Which one?
I said release, releasing.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
breaking up.
All
I'm
right.
breaking up.
Okay.
The reason I say that one, you got I'm gonna go
Mhm.
forward.
We we
To
really can't hear you. We can't hear you.
We're losing you.
Technology.
We can't hear you. Yeah, technology is something else.
It,
So
it's good when it works.
it's but she said release. So that was a very strong component. There is um, with relationships, uh, personal development. There was revive and physical, your physical self, fitness, health and fitness.
Mhm.
And there was spirituality. There was family. And did I miss any? What did I miss? Did I miss
Did you
any of them?
talk about finance and career? Did I hear
And I
that one?
did talk about
Finance and
career and
career.
finance, right? So really, I could pick from every single one of them, because all of us. That's again the life cycle, and
Mhm.
all of us have to try to upscale or get in a better space
Mhm.
in the life cycle. And so again, that personal development as well, and the mindset, because the first part of any of that is a mindset shift. So when Dr. Helmstetter,
Mhm.
Dr. Shad Helmstetter, and Dr. Phil Agrios, when the both of them came forth, I was like, oh, I mean,
Yeah.
because
Mhm.
they, I look at them and with the work that they're doing. Dr. Agrios talked about self-sabotage and the saboteur that's
Mhm.
stopping you from being the success that you want to be, not only personally, but in business too. So when he talked about the saboteur, well, most of you all know that I've already taken one of his Transcendence 101 classes, and that session was off the chain. I encourage anybody, everybody.
Already signed up January.
She signed up for
Okay.
January.
Right.
Okay, it
Yeah.
was phenomenal. And so I'm gonna also add, I'm gonna send you my link so you can sign up. But
Mhm.
he also offers a 15-minute consult with you. Did you go through the consult with
I
him, Dr.
did.
Marlene?
I did that fit, and mindset is my jam.
Yep.
So to know that I'm on my personal development journey and
Mhm.
and then have that 15-minute consult with him where I did the quiz and we're kind of, talking about what my saboteur is. I'm a director saboteur. Okay, I
Yes.
find out what that means. And
Yes.
then he challenged me when he was out talking with us out with the bang conversation to not tell my husband to take the quiz, but ask
Yeah.
him to take
Yeah.
the
Hmm. Hmm.
quiz. And I did
Okay.
ask, and he did, and he's a communicator saboteur.
Wow.
So it was immediate. We're at polar ends of kind of
Mhm.
our saboteur spectrum, if you will, on how we're communicating with each other. And we're both alphas, right? So we're bang, bang, bang. And he laughed. He said he and his wife are the same, combination, and then gave some tips on how my husband and I can have that better conversation. So we
Mhm.
don't always, we're getting to the same end result, but we're doing this trying to get there, and how
Mhm.
to eliminate that bang, bang, bang on trying to get there by understanding how he communicates, how I communicate. So I'm really excited to learn more in January. So this ties back to our whole out with a bang, right? Because
Mhm.
it's about the whole life cycle
Mhm.
They're all interconnected. So where maybe weight loss isn't the one for me, for example, or health and fitness. I have that. I'm doing that, working out in the gym. My husband and I, we actually work out really well together.
Mhm.
But then on our relationship, we don't communicate real well. So
Mm.
that's our season and our
Mhm.
opportunity to drop the weight that's burdened down our relationship. There, I'm
Mhm.
gonna take that right there. So
Mhm.
yeah, I'm loving all of this. This has just been really, really a great lead in
Mhm.
to 2022 to do it today and go out with a bang instead of waiting to make a New Year's resolution about how and what I'd like to do. And then 3 weeks into the new year, be on to something else. It's about today. So
Mhm.
I love this.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, you know
Wow.
you are perfect, and you never think about the whole life cycle. A lot of times, what we do is we choose one thing, and when we talk about going out with a bang, going
Mhm.
into the new year, we choose one thing. Oh, I'm going to go on a diet. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm going to work out.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to get my finances. But you never put it all together. And what
Right.
I like about this is that we take all of the life cycle, put all of that together, because it takes all of that.
Yes.
It takes all of it. And I really love what we're doing
Mhm.
with the bang. And I really hope that people hear, not only listen to this, but really hear it,
Mhm.
that in order to go out with a bang, you do need to think about that whole life cycle so
You
that
do.
you can go out with a
Yeah.
bang.
Yes. Yeah, it's so I agree with that 100%, because you just can't, we're three-part: body, soul, and spirit. And so you can't just say, I'm going to just get my finances together. And because one part affects the other part. So
All right.
there's a spirituality component. And the spirituality component is all about really getting yourself in alignment spiritually so that you can make the decisions clearer in your life. And we're not telling you who to serve spiritually. That's between you and who you serve. But many of us are Christians, so we come from a Christian perspective. But get alignment spiritually so that your body and your soul can also begin to thrive, not just survive. So the spirituality component was important to me as
Yeah.
well.
Mm-hmm.
The family. We had somebody that said they was having a problem with their daughter. They didn't have a good relationship with their daughter in our Out with the Bang group. And so I said, well, let's work on that relationship
Mm-hmm.
as we continue to walk through Out with the Bang. And so that's just something that was there. And then the finances, we've got to work financially to get our finances together, and career wise. So every single piece that we brought you, I think, and according to the responses, really helped you to look at not just one piece of your life, not just the weight loss, because that's what people focus on, the weight loss. I love again how Dr. Jan just said, it wasn't about, it was my relationship with food. Most people focus on a relationship. That's what people, not food. And she came out the back door, if you will, on you. A relationship with a certain type of food. So
Mm-hmm.
what we did,
Sweets, sugar, the
Yeah.
cake that the lady down the street brought me for Thanksgiving, and I've almost eaten half
Yeah.
okay,
myself.
okay, yeah,
But I'm going out with a bang, because
you're
you know
going
what?
out with a bang.
I took
That's right.
that yesterday. I sliced it up and put it in the freezer.
There you go. There you go. Perfect. Perfect. Perfect.
I'm changing my relationship. I'm releasing.
Now, Dr. Jan, you said something very important. I'm changing my relationship. That's
Mhm.
a choice. So
Yeah.
you're saying I'm choosing to take a different approach and do things differently. Why? Because it benefits you. Jaja, did you want to comment any quickly on any of the Out with the Bang components? Which one stood out to you? She's on mute, so I don't know that you have to unmute Ja. Okay. She may also be in a crowd and may not be able. Okay, I see you unmuted. Go ahead.
Well, my you went out. I couldn't. Something happened with my phone, so I couldn't
Okay.
hear anything. So um,
The question was what component stood out to you with the out with the bang components that we're talking about out of the six.
I want to say a lot stood out with me,
Mhm.
because the reason is these last couple of years I have gone through a lot, and I'm not saying no one else hasn't. Um, but I have. I've gone through so many different things, and most of the things in Out with the Bang touch me or touch my life. Um, in so many different ways, and just when you going through a lot of different things at one time, so many different things at one time, you can tell yourself that you are good. You can try and fake it till you make it, and sometimes that's not always good in every facet of life, right? But you find yourself doing things or not doing things that you normally would do or wouldn't do, in a kind of like a not a good way, right? You
Mhm.
find that, and it sometimes it take a little bit of time to realize, hey girl, what's going on with you? And you trying to
Mhm.
check yourself. But it take others when you always when sometimes some people, you got a lot of people who are introverts. They don't talk about, what's going on with them, or maybe they're not an introvert, they're just that strong person who don't even want to bear their issues on someone else. But if you have something like this, where you're not bothering a family member or a friend, and you're just listening, you have a community that you can be a part of that could possibly help you with some of the things that you're going through, or maybe all of the things that you're going through. It's a win, because most times, um, we gain weight or we lose weight because of our relationship is bad, or because we're stressed out because a family member is sick, or really going through a rough time, or because our finances aren't good. A lot of these things, a lot of components and different things that we go through in life are the reason why our health is bad, or why or down, or why we've gained an extra 20 pounds and you haven't changed the way you eat, or you've lost weight and you haven't really changed the way you eat, or maybe you have, maybe you just don't have an appetite. Okay, because both can be very unhealthy, being too small, or being small and not getting nutrients that you need, or being large. So it's so many different things, but I am so excited and happy about what Out with a Bang brings, and what just the it's just so many different components. But I'm excited about it, and I need it, and I know I'm not the only one who needs it. So it's just, everybody just needs to be real with themselves and tap into Out with a Bang. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy Monday, ladies. You all look good in your red.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. You too.
Hello to
Thank you so
you.
much. Happy Monday. Yes.
Represent. You know what? I love what Yasha just said about the community. That many
Mhm.
times, we'll suffer in silence and we won't say anything, but we're going through. But we can come into this is back to that energy and that synergy where I was talking about in the beginning. We can come into a community and see, wow, I, I'm I am not really going through this by myself. Others are actually going through as well. And here are the, again, back to the tips and tricks and strategies to navigate. And we were sharing that, and the individual didn't have to put themselves out there to say, hey, this is exactly what oh, well, you know, I'm suffering this, but I'm kind of maybe a little embarrassed or a little ashamed to say I'm going through, because many times our status will do that to us, right? We have a certain status and we're like, I can't let them know, me, the great doctor going through. So we'll kind of hide out and not get the care we need. So then when we come into community like this, where we're all sharing from different perspectives, the same life cycle we're all going on, because these components are in every single one of our lives. And we're trying to get there. We're so desperate to grab onto that balance. We're making ourselves nutty cuckoo, many times. When we come into a setting of community, we find here's some harmony for us. And where I'm struggling maybe in finances, I got someone that now can be strengthened, tips and tricks that strengthen my finances. Or for someone else, it may be in their spirit. Maybe there are holes, maybe they're spirits, right? But there's holes in their soul. How do they get those holes plugged in their soul? This has been such a great forum for that.
You find out, you find out that you're not alone, because you often feel that, this is my problem. Nobody else really has the same issue or the same problem that I have. But then you find out when you're in this community, you're not alone, and you have support.
Yes.
And I think that's the most important thing to me is support,
Yes.
and no judgment.
Yes.
Without judgment.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Dr. Marlena mentioned harmony. Well,
Yeah.
why didn't you say balance instead of harmony?
Well, because balance, I got to give a great analogy. When you go to have your tire, you ever watch them rotate your tires and they put them on that big wheel? And the purpose of rotating your tires is so that when it's on the road, it's getting the best traction. To create that balance, you have to have force going in two opposite directions, to get that balance. And it's hard to maintain that in our lives if we're trying to go in two different directions at the same time on the balance. So the quick thing, take a pie wheel. And if you divided that pie into four, so you get a quarter in your circle, right? So 25% in each quadrant. And you plug in the six components of life we're talking about, for example. So you plug in a career and a relationship and family and health. Well, now on the outside of your circle, you still have your spirit, spirituality is on the outside of that. Your personal development and growth is on the outside, because now you're trying to keep this balance. There's components of your life you're not addressing.
Yeah.
Because and then so you say, well, I'll swap out career for other relationships. Well, now career is on the outside. But when you practice harmony, you give yourself permission to work on certain components. So I'm giving myself permission. My children are grown. My husband's grown. Sometimes he forgets that, but just being funny. So I'm not focusing on my family relationship as much as I am now on my purpose and passion, which is my heart-centered. That's my career. That's what drives me. What my big why is. I'm focusing a lot of my energy on that. So my children, my husband, my family, my friends, they know that this season, that's what I'm giving my attention to. So I'm not crazy mad. They're not upset when I can't go to the girls' hangouts or the thing, or long conversations, but it's only for a season. And then as this season passes, I'll go into a different season. Maybe I'll swap in something else that to put my attention to, or maybe it's back to family. Actually, right now, holiday season, it really is about family. I came out the hospital after being in there 4 times in 2 weeks, and I still cooked and prepared the meal. And Dr. Jan, let me tell you, I was forced not to eat, so I didn't have a choice. I was so scared to get sick again but I poured in love for them and sat there with them and watched them as I sipped on my chicken broth, watched them eat the meal, because I'm creating that harmony. I didn't make myself crazy about it, trying to have this balance.
What? That's awesome. So now that we've gone through all those life cycles, where do we go from here?
Where do we go from here?
Where do we go from
Where do
here?
we go from here?
Well, we know we want to go out with a bang.
We know we're going.
And we also know that we have to challenge ourselves.
Yes.
Yes, that's
Yes.
good. So are you then
Hmm.
saying we should do an out with the bang challenge?
What you say, Dr. Jen?
Girl, yeah.
You say?
Dr. Jan, you're a genius.
What you say, Dr. Jen? So you said we already out going out with a bang. We telling 2021 to get out of here. We're giving it the karate chop out of here. And now you saying we're gonna challenge ourselves over the holidays is what I'm hearing, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
So
Okay.
Because when you think of a challenge, you don't think of something that's easy. You know
Mm.
what I'm saying?
Mhm.
You think of something that's really going to turn things around for you.
Yes.
Mhm.
And so what's the challenge that most of us have? I know, Dr. Marlena, you don't have it. You know, and that the challenge that I'm thinking of.
Oh, okay.
You know, but the majority of us do have this particular challenge. And
Mm.
Pastor Tori, what challenge do you think I'm talking about?
Hmm. Could it be? Could you give me the first letter? No. Could it be? Could it be? Um, maybe. Let me see. 15-day weight loss challenge. Is that what we talk?
That sounds, yeah, I love it.
Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. And every challenge has a prize, right?
Right. That's right.
So we're going to let's offer some kind of money for that 15-day weight loss challenge. Okay,
I
that we're
like
going to start. When shall we start that, guys? When are we going to start that?
Well, I would suggest right in the heart of things because we
Okay.
all know that the holiday season, well, if we don't know, statistics show that historically during the holiday times, it's the hardest time for people emotionally. And if you're not aware, everything we do in life is driven by our emotions. We make all decisions from emotions and we back them up with logic and reason, right? So it's
Right.
the perfect time right in the heart of the holidays to say, look,
Perfect.
perfect time.
Perfect. Well, you know what the perfect number is? How about 7? 7th of December. Let's start. Is that you all playing this, right?
Yeah, I know somebody that did.
I know somebody. And his
That's right.
number 7 is
7.
the number of completion.
Yes.
So we're going to kick it off on the 7th of December with a 15-day challenge.
Yes.
And how much should that because Dr. Jan asked, what is the one thing that most people struggle with? Weight loss, weight gain, teeter-tottering in the weight, teeter-tottering in the weight.
Mhm.
So we're going to have a weight loss, weight gain challenge
Mhm. Yeah.
for 15 days, starting the 7th of December to the 22nd of December.
Yes.
And what we're gonna have a prize. Is it gonna be like a grand prize, like $100, $50,
I think it should be much more than that.
three,
More,
two
more.
Because you know what? At the
250?
end of a challenge, when you complete a challenge, number one, you want to celebrate.
Mhm,
That's number one. Celebrate yourself. And
Mhm.
mhm.
then you also want something else,
Yeah.
something that's going to
Mm.
really motivate you.
Yes.
So I
Okay.
don't think $100. Look, $100 is not enough. If I were in the challenge and I could win, uh, that's not enough for me to put that cake aside. You know,
Tell the truth, shame the devil.
So what about 250?
yeah,
No, okay. We gotta keep
Well,
going
how
up.
about this? I see your 250. and I
Okay.
raise you 250.
So 500?
I say 500. What you say, Dr. Jan?
I'm going to see your 500 and I'm going to raise you that whole 500.
Are you? What?
Oh, Suki.
Mhm. What?
Oh, Suki.
What does
We
So
that
doing
come to, Pastor Tori?
we doing it like that?
500, 500, C and raise. What? What?
Yeah. Why not?
Why not? It's the holidays. We're going out with a bang, and we're setting ourselves and others up, this community up for success in
Yeah.
2022.
Okay. Okay.
I say we stand and hold there. Hold them.
All right. Know when
Hold
to
them.
hold them, know when to
Know in
fold.
the folder. So we gonna hold them at 500.
Oh no, honey. I,
We
I,
going to
I,
a
no,
thousand.
to 1,000.
What?
I say
I'm
hold them.
in. I'm in it to
I'm
win
in.
it. I'm in it to win it.
I win
I'm
it to
in
win
it
it.
to win it. But
So,
unfortunately, I can't be in it. So
yeah. Now,
okay.
well,
Well,
no,
you can be in it, but you
you
just
can
can't
be
win.
in it
I
because
can't
I'm
wait.
going to
I'm
be in
gonna
it.
be in it. We're
We
gonna
won't
do $1,000. Hold on. Don't make me pull out my hair. $1,000 weight loss challenge. That's what we're doing for Out with a Bang from the 7th of, I'm lost now.
The
7th of
seventh,
December.
the perfect number, the 7th of December to the 22nd of December. Here's how it's going to go. Can I take over? Can the
Would you
doctor
please?
Go
Yes.
ahead, doctor.
Go
management
ahead,
jump
Doc.
in? So what we're doing, we're going to challenge you. Now, we have already told you there's 6 components on our life cycle that we're in at any given time. So we're going to come, but Dr. Jan reminded us that weight loss and gain is usually where we kind of tend to get a little squirrely. I guess the word is squirrely. So what we're going to challenge you to a 15-day weight loss or gain, depending on where you're on that side of the spectrum, challenge. So to put some skin in and go out of 2021 with a bang, this is what you have to do. We have an Out with a Bang challenge form that you need to get. And how do you get this, Dr. Marlena? You get it by going to our Eventbrite, uh, and registering. We're going to drop the link into in the comments for you. You simply go there, you register with your name and the date, and you said who referred you, if it was me or Dr. Jan or Pastor Capatori or one of the others in our community referred you. Put that name in there, and we're going to send you back an email with the next steps. In that process, you'll get this. I did mine this morning, so I'm actually going to put, because I got my husband. So here's mine. So what I did is I took a picture with it, holding it up. Of course, I was looking cute as I can in my exercise clothes attire because I want you to see
Raise
what
it
I'm
up a
starting
little
with.
higher.
What I'm
Yeah, there it is.
starting with, and you put your name, to the date, and the weight, and I want to lose. So that's what I'm doing on the trick um on the challenge. And then there will be a journey sheet for you. So on today's date, before I started, we put in what my weight was, we measured my bicep, my chest, my thighs, and all that good stuff that goes with with going down in inches. And now I'm poised and ready. I'm going to go to that Eventbrite link. I'm going to say, yes, I'm into the challenge. I'm going to look at my email when it comes back and make sure you tag in your, so it won't go to spam. You say Out with the Bang 2021 at gmail.com and you respond to what we send you. You enter, and then you get into our special Facebook group called Out with a Bang Weight Loss Challenge Facebook group. And we are going to start on, you order your product, you order the challenge kit from Total Life Changes, which we are life changers. And you'll get all this information. I'm going high speed and high level, but you'll get it on a step-by-step email. You will order your kit and you be ready for December 7th at 12 midnight Central Time. So do the math. If you're in California, it's 10 p.m. And if you're on the East Coast, it'll be 1 a.m.
1 a.m.
to get going on the morning of the 7th. And we are going to come at you with strategies and tips. And we're going to have professionals come in, talk about nutrition and finance and investing. And again, we're going to cover you in spirit. Oh, hallelujah. Cover you in spirit, but we're going to give you the strategies to go through 20 to go out of 2021 with a bang right at the holidays when you need it the most. And so grab a friend, a pad, a pen, and a friend, and let's go. Let's go. It's always better to do this challenge or with others. So
Dr. Marlena, I'm going to drink to that.
drink to that. Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Because I am going to go out with a bang with
Out
you
with
too.
a bang.
So you heard it right here. $1,000 weight loss
1,000
challenge.
weight loss challenge.
But is that all, Dr. Jan? Will we have more than that?
Dr. Jen, what else do we have?
Well, let me think. Not just the grand prize. The grand prize, of course, is for who either gains the weight that they wanted to gain or more, or lose the weight that they wanted to lose.
Yes.
And the challenge, of course, is who does the most.
Yes.
Now,
Mhm.
just think, along the way, sometimes you need a little motivation along the way. So why don't we do a little something for people to keep them motivated?
What?
What ideas do you have, Pastor Tori?
I'm so glad you asked because they're coming all out of my hair. Okay. Fix the hair back. Okay. How about if we give away prizes daily?
Yeah, I say daily.
That sounds
I
good.
like
Daily.
that. I like that.
Let's do something daily for people to encourage them to stick with it. But now, if you're going to be there for a daily prize, you will have to be there at the drawing. So we're going to put in names of everybody that show up for the sessions, and we're going to pull a name every day for 15 days. You will win something. That's a you all are awesome. I'm telling you, I
I
just
like
want to be
that.
in this contest. But is that enough? Do we have anything else that we'll add?
I say if they're coming daily and we're putting their names in for them to be in there daily, how about we also, if we're drawing daily, how about weekly?
What? You all have snapped.
Weekly. I mean, it's the holidays. Let's share what we have
Yes.
to share. It's the holidays.
Yes.
And let's go
So,
out with
so
a
we
bang.
said daily. So that means every day, starting the 7th, we're going to have a session. They come in and they view our session. They're in attendance. What time are those sessions?
Oh, could you guess? How about 11 a.m. and let's say 6 p.m. Is that what we've been doing?
That's
11
what
and
we've
6?
been doing, setting them up for success. 11 a.m.
Yeah.
Central and 6 p.m. Central. So if you're in
Yes.
attendance, your name's gonna go into a drawing, and we're gonna pull that name, pull who those from those names. The next morning, we're gonna pull from those names, and you win that day's prize, the prize for the day before. And then at the end of the week, so for example, we start on the 7th. So on Saturday, the 11th, we're going to pull the weekly. And
What?
same thing on the 18th. And then the final pull will be on the 22nd.
Sounds
So
great.
And we'll notify you
a
within 7
thousand
hours of
a
that.
$1,000 grand prize
$1,000.
winner.
Yes,
Prizes daily and prizes weekly,
that's
as
right.
well as the sessions to help you to get in a better space, get in harmony in 6 different areas or your life cycle. I don't know what else. If that's
I
not
have
good,
something else. I have one
go ahead.
more.
Come on.
I'm thinking For those who refer the most, I think we should send them something too. So you tell a friend and they come in with your name, and you tell another friend, and that friend tell that friend to bring their friend and tell them Dr. Marlene sent you, or whoever it is, and the person with the most referrals, we have a special gift for you.
What you say? Can you think of any other prizes?
I
Right, Dr. Jan. Oh,
Right. Right.
well, guess what? I could think of actually one more.
oh, one more.
One more. I was talking to Dr. Kara this morning, and she said the same thing that we've been saying the whole time. She said, maybe, what about just a transformation? The biggest transformation.
Mm,
She said, I think we should consider adding something of a gift, a prize at the end for the biggest transformation. So
okay.
that transformation may not be weight loss. It
Mm-hmm.
may be that you rekindle some relationships with family members that you've been estranged with.
Yeah.
It may be that you feel more spiritually empowered.
Mm-hmm.
It may be that you found yourself being personally developed so much that now you're changing the way you operate
Mm-hmm.
for 15 days in one of these components. It
Yeah.
may be that one of those components may be an area that you want to focus on during this challenge.
Mm-hmm.
And let's put a prize on the table for the biggest transformation. Of
Mm-hmm.
course, we'll have to take a look at it and decide what the biggest transformation is. But maybe it's not weight loss for you.
That's true.
Maybe it's a transformation in your mindset, transformation in your finances. Maybe you spend every day. And for 15 days you don't spend as much. Only your need, not on your greed. So
Mm-hmm.
let's add to the table a
Yeah.
prize for somebody for the biggest transformation. What do you all think about that?
I
I
like
love it.
that. I like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I
So
love
there
it.
we go. Let's go out with a bang. Now, just so you know, this will start the 7th of December to the
Mm-hmm.
22nd, but you've got to get, in order to enter the contest,
Yeah.
the challenge, you've got to purchase one at least the 15-day challenge kit
Yes.
from TLC from one of us. So go through Eventbrite, and we'll continue to give you the next steps and tell us who recommended you, who invited you. We'll get that link to you so you can sign up,
Yes.
purchase a product under their link, and you're in it to win it. You're going to go out with a bang. But let me just add this one thing, and then you all could take it away. Jaja, we got nutritionists coming in, vegan cooking. I mean, we have recipes we're sharing. We have people that are going to come and help you with doing some exercises and giving you tips and clues. I mean, we going out with the bang.
Oh,
But we want to encourage you. That's it. Come on, Dr. Jan, do yours. We want to encourage you not to just make a 15-day
yeah.
change,
Yeah.
but we're encouraging you to make a lifestyle change. And you know what? Get your ministries involved, get your groups involved in it. And you
Mm-hmm.
all go into a challenge yourself. Who can do the best within your groups?
Mm-hmm.
And if you have groups that want to join, let us know. We can help you with that too. So
Yes.
Yes.
I don't think we can do any better than that. You all,
I don't think we can either. I think
yeah,
you've kind of said it all.
yeah,
Yes.
Oh, I
Yes.
think we can actually drop the mic on that. Now it's about today making a decision to change the rest of your life.
Yes.
yeah,
Make a change today.
Right.
Yeah.
Because this is not just a 15-day
Yeah.
challenge.
Yeah.
It's, as Dr. Marlena says, to change your life.
Change
To
your life.
change your life.
And I saw a beautiful commercial not too long ago. The young man in the commercial said that whatever his habit, and we tend to want to say there's hierarchies of habits. There is not. There's a habit that's not serving you. There's something in your life, a pattern or something in your life that is no longer serving you. And it's time to make a change on it. So he said whatever the pattern was in his life, that he couldn't break it. He tried all different types, but he finally was able to see that his little sister was starting to follow in that habit, and he broke the habit for her. Because I'm going to say what Dr. Dentley says that resonates with me all the time. When I decide not to win, who loses?
Who loses?
And so I'm going to say that to you today. Maybe you just said, I don't know. You're not hearing this. This hasn't been shared with you by happenstance, because now's the time for you to know. And this could be the game changer. This is the game changer. And this is why another reason we're not waiting for 2022 to make a resolution. And nothing's wrong with resolutions. Nothing's wrong. But we're going to go out of 2021 with a bang. We're going to go out of our patterns and our habits with a bang. So it doesn't just stop in 2021, Pastor Capitoria, as you reminded us earlier. This is about lifestyle. And how do I have the best of what I have been given? So if you woke up this morning and you can hear this, whenever this is being played, now is the time to go out of whatever's not serving you with a bang. I'm planning to win by the numbers. I know I don't get to partake in the prizes, but I'm in lockstep. Let's go. I'm ready.
You're not going to win, Dr. Marlena. I'm going to win.
What you say?
You're not going to win. I'm going to win.
Wait a minute. I was getting ready to say, what do you mean you're going to win? I don't think so.
I'm going to drop this thing. Yes.
Jaja, did you want to add anything? And we're going to close it out. And thank you all for joining us. Jaja. You got to unmute. Okay. She may be tied up doing what she's doing.
She did have to go. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, remember to share and like and send, connect to, even if you're not sure of what's next for you, just know that, you're loved throughout this season. You're hearing this for a reason, and let's make some lifetime changes.
Yeah. Let's go. Come on. How we do it?
Out
1, 2, 3.
with,
Out with the
bang.
bang.
Thank you all so much for joining us.
Yeah.
God bless you. We look forward to seeing you in the challenge. Have a wonderful day. And share. If you competitive, let's see how many people you can get in. Okay. Bye-bye. Thank you all so much. God bless.
Bye-bye.